Hey everybody, Z Feroli here. Sorry for the long wait in between videos. I have been in the process of buying a condo, going through all that steps, moving to the condo, and been unpacking and on vacation to the shore and watching people's houses while they are away at the shore. It's been a mess, so I haven't had any time to really make any videos or whatnot. But now that I'm in here, I still got a lot more unpacking to do. But I do plan on making more videos and actually making them better. I'm going to try to invest in video editing software so I can have as good videos as other people like Duke Sloth or DM or Incon or Weekend, those sort of things. I want to make some good videos like that. But I can't really do that yet until I got the video editing software, and right now just getting my place together isn't the priority. But I have been having time to play the game a bit. A lot of changes been going around, buffs, nerfs, things like that. And while I've been playing with a lot of gods, of course I gotta put the queen above all the rest. So I've been experimenting and been trying out lots of builds. Tried a bootless build, didn't really work too much. Tried other builds, didn't work too much. But I think I figured out something that works really well, and my score so far has been pretty good with this good build. It's a variation of a bootless build, in a sense. First thing you should know, with Arachne, people say, oh, you want pen prioritize, attack speed prioritize, power prioritize. No. What you need to prioritize on Arachne above everything else is movement speed. Because she has no leap, and because everything is tied to you literally running towards the enemy, you need to be fast. Luckily, Season 4 has made that easier to do without sacrificing other stats. This season has been great for Arachne, in a sense, in terms of items. But she still has a lot, she still suffers a bit because trying to find the right build and balance is a little hard. And of course, in pro scene, she's not going to be that good because of just the nature of her build and how the pro scene works. But if you're in ranked or lower, Arachne has a really good win rate, and a lot of times it's just with, noob killing and things like that. But as you go higher, it's harder to do better with her. But this build, I find I seem to have the best skill with and do the best with. So we're gonna start. First, we're just gonna assume this build works in all modes. First of all, but we're just gonna go like you're building a conquest build. So, first thing you're gonna do, of course, you're gonna be getting your bumbas. And then, some people, I used to get Death's Toll, but I think you get Arachne's all about rushing her items as soon as possible. She needs to get her items online, be ahead of the other person, and the best way to do that is just go straight into Tier 2 combat biz. And plus, Arachne needs to be faster than the other person. Getting Tier 2 boots will allow her to be faster than everyone in the game at level 1, and giving her a huge advantage. It's like Mercury, but in a different sense. Mercury's just getting more power from his movement boots, but Arachne is getting the ability to kill people much better at the early game. And then you're going to get a healing potion and a mana potion. You have to be a little careful. You can't go too balls in as you would with like Death's Toll and pots, because you can't heal as much. But with your movement speed, you can back a bit more often, so you can heal and run back faster. And plus, you'll be able to get your full warrior tabby on a lot faster than the other person. And if you play smart and play well, the healing from bumbas will be enough with your one every so often, things like that. Just be careful, don't just spam your abilities whenever you can, just know when to use your abilities. Next, of course, first item is going to be finishing warrior tabby. I experimented with ninja tabby, it works decently well. I just think you need that early power spike a bit more. If you're behind, like if you completely botch the beginning and screw up, ninja tabby isn't an option if you just need to get your movement speed up faster, and you just need to be able to rotate faster and get out the door faster. Grab ninja tabby for now. It'll be fine. You'll lose a little bit of power, but you'll be able to stay a little longer because of the mana. Your attack speed will be a little higher. I just prefer Warrior Tabby, but Ninja Tabby is an option if you fall behind and you just need to get your build up faster and you just do not have the money to, if you don't have the 50 gold. But most of the time you're going to be going Warrior Tabby. Very rarely I've gone Ninja Tabby, but it is an option if you prefer it. Second build option. A lot of people like the Rush Hasten Katana. You see people saying Hasten Katana is amazing on her, and it is. Hasten Katana is a core item on her. But you gotta make it. Arachne needs movement speed and pen at her second item. That pen is gonna help her a lot in getting things done, killing people faster, killing objectives faster, killing minions faster. Everything is going to be really tied to that penetration, and just getting that really early penetration early is fine. A lot of people used to like Iqbal. I never did, and now with Iqbal getting nerfed, it's not good. Not good, not worth it. So I choose one of two options, but it's all based on what I am fighting. Does the team have healing? Either like if it has a healer on the team, or if it's a team that you know is going to be building lots of lifesteal, like if it's a very hunter build, or if you know the hunter prefers lifesteal, like Apollo, or if Kronos is a good example. That's probably one you would want to build this on because of lifesteal and stuff, if that's the only healing that team has. But usually a team is going to have more than one healer. There's more than just, life-stealing hunter. But if the team has any sort of healing, or healing you feel you need to take care of, Toxic Blade is what you want to go for. Great item. You get health. You're now more tanky. You got penetration. Now kill things better. You got attack speed. Now you can hit things faster and kill them faster because you're passive. And you got the movement speed, which I said is the core most important item on Arachne, is a movement speed. And then the passive. Reducing enemy healing by 60% is huge. Even early game. Getting that second item, you are pretty much making any healing done by that team absolutely zero, and you'll be able to stomp right through them. Hell, not a problem. Tyr, not a problem. Sylvanas, not a problem. You're now able to out-heal, out-damage their healing just at the 3 autos, which is very easy to do thanks to the attack speed buff and her 2 and things like that. Been in the idle too long. Next, after that, if you don't need anti-healing on the team, like that team is not going to build, there's no healing on that team, and there is no, they're not going to be a very high lifesteal team, and you don't see them having meditation on a few gods. You want to go Heartseeker. Not as good as it used to be. It's not nearly as good as it used to be on Arachne. It's good on other guys, better than it was in Season 3, but it's not as good on Arachne as it was last season, because that item was amazing on her. I wish if Hi-Rez brought that item back in a new item, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I wish it would still have movement speed on it, but that's probably not going to happen. Anyway, Heartseeker. 30 power, always good, having some more power. Penetration, key. Movement speed, key. You're not going to be as tanky because you don't have the health this one has. And you're not going to be hitting as fast because you don't have the attack speed, but that's fine. You'll be getting attack speed later too. And you have plenty of attack speed by the end of the build. The passive, though, will be very good. Especially since you don't need the anti-healing of the other one. There's no need to grab it. This one works pretty well. You get a nice little burst with your ability, with your 1 mostly. Now your one is going to damage them more, and you can get some nice kills with that. And luckily, because not all of your abilities are going to be proccing it, you always will be able to exactly know when you want to use your Heartseeker passive on someone. So that's a plus. So you don't accidentally hit your Heartseeker on the support that gets in your way with one of your abilities or your web. Or something like Susano does a slice and hits the support first. Then, boom, your Heartseeker passive is gone and wasted on the support. Here, you're able to target your passive, the passive on it, which is nice. Still wish it was the old passive, but whatever. We'll take what we got. Mainly because movement speed and pen. Good. Next item you're going to get. Hasten Katana. Like I mentioned before, pros and other people have been saying Hasten Katana is very good on Arachne. And I agree. Hasten Katana is amazing on Arachne. At first I thought, nah, she didn't really need it because she had the web to stick to people. But this allows you to stick to people even better. Yes, the web is good. It will definitely always engage with your web. But the Hasten Katana, you're now able to stick to that target much better, even when they're unwebbed. Webbed, even better. They can't really dodge you as much. Now, unwebbed, you're able to keep up with everyone in the game because you have 3 movement speed items. With your 3 items, with Ninja Warrior Tabby, I'll show you. We'll go with this and this. Right now, you have 505 movement speed. At this rate, if you're going well, you should be around level 10 or so when you got these 3 items sold. I mean, up, because you're not a very expensive build. You only mostly got Warrior Tabby done. This is only 22, and this is only 24. You'll be good to go by 10 minutes into the game, level 10 or something like that. Now you have 505 movement speed. No one is going to be outrunning you. If they have a leap, they can try to escape. You just save your web and to bait the web leap out. Things like that. Dashes, no problem. No problem. You can catch up to almost everyone in the game. No one is going to keep up, escape you, especially if you have your yellow buff at the same time at this point. But yeah, physical power, good. Attack speed, great on her, because again, more attack speed means you got your passive is coming. You're going to be hitting harder with your basics faster. It's always good because they're going down in health faster and everything like that. Movement speed, key item, and like I said, passive, great. You can stick to everyone in the game. I've been able to run circles around people as they're trying to dodge left and right, dodge my autos. I just hit one auto and just keep sticking with them the entire time. They can't get away, and I am able to whittle them down over time, kill them, force them out, things like that. It's great. Even diving is much better with that. Everything is just great with this item. Like I said, don't build a second because you need pen second. A third item, go for Hasten Katana. After that, Stone Cutting Sword.
This will be killer.
Great item on her. Always been good since it's been added. I like getting this before kin size because I want to get all the movement speed I can as early as can. Plus, this is a huge power spike, and you get more penetration shred. You have the 10 flat pen, and then you're removing 30 more pen from this. So now your autos are hitting just as hard. It's a little bit expensive here. If you need to, you can go kin size next this item instead, and then go stone cutting. I just prefer stone cutting because it's giving me more protection shred. It's giving me more defense as I'm killing people. All that jazz. Always good. Next item, kin size, core item.
Suck the immortal out.
Ever since the start, kin size is great on her. Every hit of your basic is making your passive hit, make your next basic hit harder. It just the items go too well together. This just was made for Arachne. Very good item, perfect, all that stuff. Now, next item, you're going to be selling bumpers. You're going for Masamune.
This will be killer.
Right now, you have 550 movement speed. Nobody in the game is going to escape you at all. Yeah, you're getting some diminishing returns, but we're going to be working on that a bit. But right now, at this point in the game, your build's not finished, but we'll get to that. Masamune makes you tankier. Arachne's diving the opponent all the time. You always need to dive the opponent, so diving a team. At this point, people are going to be staying grouped up more. Masamune lets you survive the group up. And everyone is able to take more damage. I mean, you get more protections from that. Let you survive running in, killing the tank and ulting. Killing the squishy and ulting out. Great item on her. I know some people don't like it. I just think it's great. But movement speed is just so cool. Getting almost every single item in this tree is just amazing. Or if you got Hot Sequence the Tux Blade, amazing. Just imagine Arachne running around with 4 swords in her hand, slashing and someone make fan art of that. So next, last item. I said this was a variation of a bootless build. It is a bootless build. I tried bootless builds, but Arachne needs that needs to get her items online fast, and skipping boots just hurt her too much. But I still like the idea of bootless. So at the end of the game, you don't need 550 attack movement speed. That is overkill in terms of movement speed, especially if you have speed buff. Goodbye. So at this point, you're getting rid of Warrior Tabby. So you could jump back to 511. Plenty of movement speed for her to be able to chase everything in the game. You don't need any more than 511. Having that other stuff early lets you keep up. End game, 511 is good enough movement speed. Now, this last item, it's your filler item. You're going to get what you feel like you need. If you got Toxic Blade, I feel like you might need more power. 165 power at this level, that's got good. I mean, it's alright. You can still shred, and you can go a defensive item if you feel you really need it. But I prefer getting some power. So I've been shifting between 3. Really depends on what I'm doing. Shifter Shield is what I was always doing before the nerf. Great item, gives you more protections, goes well with Masamune. Let me level up so you can see. And look how zoomy I am already just here with this. But yeah, movement speed is just great because she needs the movement then. But let's just get this so you can see the protections and the game. Let's see all the stats and how much everything is hitting. So yeah, you have two attack speed with this. I think that's fine. Overcapping your attack speed for 3 hits, no problem on that. 3 hits, nothing. That's done in a second, then you're back to 2. You're able to shred just as fine. Don't need any more than 2 attack speed. But shifters, before the nerf I got it a lot because make you tankier when you dived in, which worked well with Masamune, and it made you more stronger for when you dived in at the start, so you can kill the person faster and then get out with more HP. However, since the nerf, I'm not 100% sure if this is the best item. It's great. If you don't know what you want, go Shifter Shield. If you don't need a specialization in any defense, go Shifter Shield. Can't go wrong with that. But if you need power and also you need some defenses, you got 2 options. Void Shield if you need more physical power, and it gives you more pen, which is always nice. It's a little more expensive, but that more pen helps a lot. That's basically you have 10 flat pen, 20 pen removed from this. That's 30. 30 more pen removed from Stone Cutting Sword. You're removing 60 penetration from every target in the game after 3 autos. You are going to be shredding through everything in the game with that. It's an option over Shifter Shield. It's still, I think, a little too expensive, but I think it's an option if you just need more physical defense, and that's it. But you also need power, and getting some more penetration helps. It's an option. Excuse me. Other option. I haven't gotten too much experimentation with this, but what I've done a little bit of, it works pretty well. And Sealing. It's not the best item as a whole. It's not great, but it's decent, and it goes good with Arachne because of Masamune and stuff, and she has to dive into someone. Plus, it got buffed a while ago, and I think the 30 seconds is much better than the 60 seconds it used to be. But anyway, you want this item if you know you have to go, if you're going against a mostly magical team, and you know there are a lot of, if you go in and you know they're going to try to burst you down with their abilities as you go in. Like, let's say you're going against a Poseidon. The best thing to do, and see this is great, you're able to run in, he whirlpools you, he's silenced. In that 1 second he's silenced, you could stun him and then kill him before he can get a Kraken off. Good. Yeah, silence him, he can't get Kraken. Stunned, he can't get Kraken. And then you kill him as he respawns and can't get Kraken off. Boom, you're good. And then it also stops the support from turning it on you and trying to pull you off, things like that. It's a great item against mostly magical teams. I do wish it had a little bit of HP on it, or maybe a little bit more power, because this item here has a little bit of HP, which is nice, but you also sacrifice a bit of power, and then the aura is not the best. But this one's probably better. This one's better. And plus 10% cooldown reduction, you're able to get your stuff up a little faster, which is always a plus. Cooldown reduction is just a nice little bonus to have. 10 seconds, I'll show you what the difference is with 10 seconds. So we're going to sell this. And plus it's a very cheap item. You can get that and boom, you're good. You just sell your boots, get that, boom, you're instantly done. So you go from, right now, cooldown 11 seconds, 15 seconds, 18 seconds, 70 seconds. But then with this
will be killer.
we got, didn't show. I gotta close and open this. Whoops, my bad. And then K. There we go. 9.9 seconds. Save the second. Saved a few seconds. Shaved a few seconds. Saved 7 seconds. Those few, that can help you a lot, especially if you're constantly killing someone, moving out. Killing something, moving out. Definitely a good item. Again, it's not, I wouldn't say you're going to get it every time. You only want to get it if it's a mostly magical team. But it's a good option to have against mostly magical team. And if you went Toxic Blade. Now, if you didn't go Toxic Blade, and instead went Heartseeker, now you have a few options. You only have 1.8 attack speed, so if you feel like you need more attack speed, go Executioner. Shredding everything in the game. If you don't need defense, more defense, Executioner, great item to go with Heartseeker. You don't want to go any more than 2.05 attack speed, but you got lots of power. Plenty, great item, good item to go with this build. If you need more, if you don't want to worry about protections. If you feel like you do need protections, you don't have to build an item here. You don't have to build another power item. 195 is plenty of power on her, so you have other options. I usually go between one of the two robes. If I need a quick robe, excuse me, if I need a quick robe to buy, and if I just need something quickly, Spirit Robe, great item, and especially if the team has a very heavy CC team, works very well. Gives you nice flat protections, cooldown reduction, CC reduction, and the damage mitigation for 3 seconds when you get crowd controlled. Great item if you need that defensive item. Other option is if they don't have too much CC, and you have a lot of gold, you can go Mantle of Discord. More protections, and that passive is really, really good to be able to kill certain targets. If you know someone's going to try to burst you down, you can charge in, you can win a lot of fights with this one, or escape a lot better with this one. Especially if the whole team swarms you. Boom, they all hit, they're all stunned as you get low. Gives you enough, and your CC gives you enough time to run away because of your much higher movement speed. Gives you time to use your web off the path as you're trying to run out, get them slowed. Gives you time to escape. Definitely very good. It really depends on what you feel you need. If you just don't need, if you can afford it, Mantle is probably better. If you can't afford it, Spirit Robe is just as good as an item. You sacrifice a little bit of protections, but you gave damage mitigation and character control reduction. Definitely very good. And that's the ones I like on her. It's like I said, it's a variation of a bootless build. You become bootless by the end of the game, but you need the boots at the start because she needs to start strong and get her items online as fast as possible. Keep ahead of the game. Keep faster than the other team. Constantly, you need to have... Arachne constantly needs to have more movement speed than the other team at all stages of the game. Until late game, when even 5'11", you'll be above everyone else in the game. By a little bit. Even if someone buys like 1 or 2 movement speed items from him, at most they'll be about 505. You'll still be faster than everyone. Arachne needs the movement speed. It's the most important stat in the game. After that, penetration and power and attack speed are good. Those are what movement speed, penetration, attack, power, and attack speed. Those are the 4 core items you need to focus on her. Everything else is a bonus. Health, bonus. Attack, defenses, bonus. But they are needed, but you want the other ones. And yeah. As for actives, beads and Aegis. Rarely am I gonna be going anything else. If I see an Odin, I will get Phantom Veil. If I see a very, very, very heavily healing team and my team needs another cursed Ankh, I'll be getting that one. Especially that upgrade would be great. If the team has a lot of hunters and I feel I don't need beads, either beads or Aegis, like if I get beads, I'll probably get Horrific Emblem. If it's a very high auto attack build, this version is a pretty damn good item to use as well, because especially with that thing, damage dealt by 20%, great. Lowering the Hunter's attack speed, or the Alquan's attack speed, or the Soul, or the Freya's attack speed, and then their damage as well. Perfect item for that situation. And that's pretty much it. That's how the thing works. I will also give one little quick tip. I can't really show it too much here, but Arachne wants to be able to. Let me just. I can't. Let me kill these guys fast. You wanna? Well, I can't do it fast enough. Okay. Starting with Arachne. Most junglers and everyone still goes to mid lane. Arachne is one of the few gods that can't afford not. Arachne has terrible mid lane clear at level 1. She has no reason to be in mid lane. Even if your mid lane has terrible clear, you do not go to mid lane. Instead, you go to the yellow speed buff, drop 2 webs, and solo that thing. Let your mid know you're doing this though. Have mid stay in mid, and at least give some pressure in mid. Push the wave a little bit, keep the guys at bay. You put 2 webs in speed and solo the speed. With your 2 webs and your attacks and your tier 2 boots, you will be able to finish that big creep before the other team finishes the wave and comes to try to stop you. I've tested this multiple times. Every single time I'm able to clear the speed buff before they head back into the jungle to try to get me. And because they don't expect me to be done with the speed buff right away, I could turn on them and web them, and we get the kill a lot of times. It's great. But yeah, just make sure you let your support, your mid know you're going to do that. Let the solo know you're going to be doing that. And plus, it gives you more XP, gets you ahead of the jungler, the other jungler, because you're getting solo campy XP. Then you can run back to mid and either get a kill if they're dumb enough to try to stop you, or you run back into mid and you lose maybe a creep, maybe 3 creeps at most, depending on how good your mid lane is clear is, and then you get some more XP, and then you'll be ahead of the other jungler easily. And that's pretty much the build for how, and the start for how I do with Arachne. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to get more videos up and with better art quality with video editing soon. It's just with the move, like I said, the move. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave when we want to suck the juicy bits out of our enemies.
Well said. Well said. See you guys later.